in the exchange for the site. Not the round overall, though. It's a 2-on-2.
Oh,
Twist's
no.
timing. Simple's going to be too far gone. He's not going to slow down. I don't know if Twist will get behind him and get a clean kill, but he will certainly get behind him when he does start to go down inside of the site. Easy peasy. Twist going to make the headshot count, as Simple didn't want to jump out, couldn't figure out why he hadn't spotted anyone. Electronic still with the advantage in terms of positioning. Oh, my God! Twist just wanted to keep him off the bomb. That's a 180 wonder.
Twist is trying to keep him off it and go back and hide, but he realizes he's got Electronics back to him, so he commits to it. That's massive. What a turnaround shot from Electronic. Absolutely brilliant. And a pistol round for Na'Vi. Great job all the way through. I thought this might seal it. Twist with 3 kills in the round, just couldn't find Electronic. Look at this. You don't see this every day. Twist recommits and Electronic just a quick one-tap. Shout out to Boomich as well. The flashbang over Pit to the back of Pit behind Perfecto's back blinds the player that's meant to clear him as he's evacuating the Molotov, allows him to get that kill, and even though he burns alive, Perfecto getting one with 22 HP is fantastic. Deep mid smoke. Remember, we've seen Simple do that run boost to peek around it and peek towards ult mid, so that might be setting up that play as we go deeper into this game. If they keep seeing that smoke and not use, they might get lulled into a false sense of security. That's the philosophy behind it.
So Twists with all the kills, but
none of the glory.
No, yeah, exactly that. Gets onto the AK. Try and do something of it. That banana. We often talk about this, though, in the Counter-Strike landscape. The better buy tees despite losing it because of the bomb going down. Simple will be certainly aware of this fact. Especially when you're up against someone like Kerrigan. You know he's going to call for it.
Yeah, he even mentioned in that interview, he's like, it's always the same against Kerrigan. I don't know if I'd believe that, but in Simple's mind, a battle of individual prowess and knowing they have to be on point. Boomich and Perfecto to defend. They do have a Molotov. It's going to be dropped down right now. That's going to buy time for Simple. That 7 seconds brings Simple over. He's blocked off by the smoke for the moment. They're running low on utility. Still one flashbang left, and oh, Boomich is going to go down. Good spray from Brokey through the smoke. Simple can't get anything. In fact, he loses his life.
Brokey with the kill, Perfecto to respond, but Twists comes in with the AK and finds another, making it now a 2-man advantage. Electronic a bit this time, may have to back off of it. Flash out, quick peek, MP9, nothing up close. Can't imagine, yeah, they're going to be spotting him. I can't imagine he gets anything and bothers with this round, so he'll back off Brokey. Just clearing the close angles. Bit's going to sit there in case they push that far forward.
Kerrigan's going to take the opportunity to grab that M4. Good find for him. Good little upgrade.
That's probably as well by Bits sticking around because he's expecting the bomb to explode and push that gun that direction. Why he's still checking the angles, but he's going to realize right now that that M4 is long gone.
Yeah, joke's on him. It ain't there anymore. He might go for a little bit of a search. Yeah, he's checking the body. Someone's already grabbed it. Little scavengers. 1-1. As FaZe respond immediately with the rifle buy against mostly SMGs for Navi's defense. They're going to be forced into a low buy. The 2 MP9s that they bring forward. Imagine you'll see some Deagles, 5.7s, P250s, upgraded pistols pop out on Simple, Perfecto, and Boomich. Unless Simple wants to save for the AWP. Which he does not.
So 1-1. And FaZe back to God. Simple takes out Rain with a lovely shot on the Deagle.
Oh, he's hunting for it. I was watching that dot on the minimap the whole time, just jiggle peeking. What a great return on investment that is.
Great shot.
That'll make you a little bit nervous if you're FaZe. All of a sudden to start the round, a man down.
I figured out a way for FaZe to win this event, or at least make the finals, by the way, as we've seen them do in several occasions. Rain's actually standing in for JKS this time.
Okay, yeah.
FaZe with a stand-in is when they're most scary.
Is when they're the scariest.
Croman, Exist, JKS.
All the classics. That's a good point. They have won a lot of events with stand-ins. Bit. Ooh, misses. Well, Kerrigan misses the opportunity, sees the jiggle peek. Pack mentality from FaZe in this round. Utility spent on Rap side. Kerrigan's going to push up with it with the M4. Other 3 players going to stick around towards lane using the range. Simple. Molotov isn't going to spread completely to him.
Kerrigan already in front of Library, looking for an opener. He's going to get it. Electronic down. He'll swing as well and see if the rotations will arrive. Twists gets bit. Continuing on with a kill around At pace so far, Brokey takes out Simple. Nice shot, and Perfecto, all that remains.
That smoke plumed and just ruined Brokey's entire plan. It looked like he was going to have at least one on towards Twist, but he lost track of him inside the smoke clouds. And so Simple's opening frag is likely all they're going to get. Brokey ready and waiting. Headshot onto Perfecto. 2-1. FaZe survive an early disadvantage.
It's still going to be pistols, at least for Na'Vi. We talked about the P2000 and the fact that Simple's, as far as I know, the only pro using it. I was going on about magazine size. Someone sent me a DM, and I don't often acknowledge,
Okay, here we go.
you know, people that send bits of info they think is correct. And usually they're wrong, but this is a good point. The P2000 actually has better movement accuracy than the USP.
Okay.
That could be part of it. It makes him a harder target to hit while he's still running, and maybe he has faith in his shots. So that could be part of it as well.
Mac-10's got pretty good moving accuracy and a great bonus money. Great cash bonus for getting those frags. So 4 kills on Rain with the Mac-10. He's up to $7,300, but so is Rops. Twist is all the way up at 8,000. Money early on for FaZe is great. They've only lost the 1 player in these 2 rounds following their second round victory. Now we get into the rifles. Still no op on the Na'Vi side of things. Light on utility for Bit and Simple. They've got no smokes, just a flashbang apiece. No head armor, excuse me, on a bunch of these players as well.
Keep an eye on that smoke, that deep smoke middle. We've seen Simple get run boosted behind it before. We see a lot more teams throwing it so they can get aggressive with utility. Maybe push down to alt middle. This is man, the pace right now from FaZe as Rain gets underneath the atrium, picks up a weapon upgrades, and tries to hold off. But that smoke, if they continue to throw it, Na'Vi is the only team we've seen actually utilize it with the AWP. They don't have one this round, obviously, so weren't going to, but it is a tell, and then we can certainly keep an eye on that.
This is why I'm so happy that Heku actually asked the question about what's it like going up against Kerrigan. What are your thoughts on it? Because Kerrigan as an in-game leader is just one of those guys who's not ever afraid to go off book, to go off script, to just kind of call something based on feeling. And this is a brilliant timing in a round where he knows that they're likely missing some utility. Go challenge up mid. There might not be a smoke there, and when they don't see it, obviously, it's very fortunate now that they made this call happen when Na'Vi's trying to set up a boost that absolutely deletes him.
Just to note as well, 3 kills for Kerrigan that just won the round. He got all 3 of those entries.
Yeah, we spoke about him as well. The last matchup, they had 29 frags for Kerrigan in the best of 3 at the end of the group stage in Katowice. That included a double overtime on the 3rd map, and remember him even tweeting out publicly about what a horrible game he felt like he had, and obviously there's a little bit of a feeling of wanting to show a better form here. Quick tech pause coming in.
Tortoise shell glasses.
The tortoise shell glasses. Oh, I gotcha, yeah.
Texture.
Yep.
The coloring of them. And it's, you know, usually a sign of wisdom and sophistication. Or Henry G would have you so believe.
I get it. It does part that look to me a little bit. I mean, maybe Henry's onto something if the in-game leader is going to be wearing it.
Could be true.
I don't think you'd see a star player wearing those turtle shell glass frames.
No. They're going to be wearing those, the black frame.
Although in-game leader as well, so.
All right, listen, just... Maybe,
so all of our theories on in-game leader fashion are
maybe
just...
in-game leaders the only ones allowed. Now on.
Here we go. Quick tech pause over. 4-1.
All right, coach. Thanks for the tips. Huddle out, and they're off. Going back and forth a bunch, it seems. No one really decisive in direction off spawn. But either way, Twist's already inside of the banana position, gonna put his own pop flash into play, potentially activate him out of that corner. No deep utility in terms of Molotovs thrown that direction. There was a nade to tree. Twist down to 56 on that nade? Was it? There's 2 trails. Was there 2 nades? I only heard 1. That's the second. That one's far. He took a lot of damage considering I thought that went to the tree side.
You gotta know Boomich likes to play at the sandbag. Molotov nade on top of him. 27 HP for Boomich. Flashbang as he jumps up. Nobody's there. Twist is going to hear the sound cue as he drops off, but Boomich is going to back away. Twist will hear that as well. So likely calling out the top banana is now clear. Kerrigan turning the corner. Looking to challenge. Has the angle, and Perfecto's shoulder shows, but he gets into safety quickly. No real pressure over at the A bomb site. Just now a bit of utility is thrown out. No bodies really coming up mid. Smoke on Rap side. Molotov towards lane. Imitating a Brackets take. Brackets control from FaZe, but not utilizing it. 43 seconds on the clock.
No early picks either side. In this particular round, that's certainly been something FaZe has been benefiting from.
Ooh, I don't know if
gap.
That's the smoke he wanted to throw. It hits the stairs, but it is going to make things awkward.
The way that it plumes, actually, your feet would show first. Rain's gotten by this. Electronic can hear it. Can't do anything with it. The team flash, though. He's lucky he didn't get peeked. As Electronic sits inside of the site, inside of the pit, still inside of the site, rather. It's Bit in the corner, and Brokey and Rain will clear both those positions. Rop's now in the site itself. Will cover off as the bomb goes down in the hands of Rain. Actually, going to be turning it back, doubling up, getting on the board, getting rolling as well. I said it was Rain that was planning. It was Brokey, so Brokey's going to actually swing out toward the bracket beside the atrium. And Simple, the last alive with a deagle, probably not going to make a play for the round, but might try and get an exit and find some guns here.
He's got those two FAMAS down in lane, which I think is Brokey's kind of got his eyes on those at the moment. The question is, Simple want to try and deal damage right before the bomb blast. Brokey's going to back away at some point. Or push forward into Simple. He's going to push forward all on his own, and he's got Simple. Simple never expected it, just wanted the FAMAS. 5-1, real quick, real early for FaZe, and not just the lead in terms of scoreboard. Look at the lead in terms of economy. All 5 players from FaZe before the buy in this round were sitting at 13K, right around there.
Yeah, that smoke's a weird one, right? It looked intentional the way he wanted it to plume. I'm wondering if from his perspective, because it lines up weirdly, like the circulation of it, the radius of it with the cart, and you might see their feet coming through it before they see you because of the height difference. It looked like it was misthrown,
yeah,
but then when I saw his perspective, I thought that might actually be quite intentional.
Might have been a Bob Ross level accident.
Happy little accident.
Up on Simple. Peering towards mid. Has spotted nothing just yet. Slow pace banana control. Boomich with the smoke. Perfecto at the B bomb site has a Molotov as well. Trying to set up the sandbags play again. This time a Molotov to prevent any escape for Boomich. Flashbang comes out. Oh, that time it's perfectly designed. Oh, the Molotov to follow it up as well. This attack is split. Kerrigan sees a gap in the smoke. He's going to try and take advantage of it, but Boomich has already gotten away. Good play from Boomich and Perfecto. Another man advantage for Na'Vi.
Another one indeed. Trying to get another round on the board after winning a pistol, but being shut out since.
Still, if you're FaZe, you've kind of counted the utility, right? You're like, okay, they just used a Molotov. They used a smoke as well. Probably not a whole lot of nades, and they'd be correct towards this B-bomb site. Simple still has not budged. He doesn't really have anything to slow this down, but he does have a pop flash. If he was closer by, he could bomb it up into the sky by the roof to blind them as they came in, but indeed he doesn't. Kerrigan get a Molotov towards Boomich's position. That's massive. He's so low. Good opening kill from Kerrigan. They're going to stream into the bomb site. Kerrigan at first orange just goes down. Perfecto holding on as long as possible. Simple's here with that flashbang, but it's going to be way too late. Way too late, and Rain's got the kill and coming in with the plant.
So again, despite losing the first pick, it's going to be FaZe that gets inside of the site. Bit, smoke dissipating. We'll try and catch them on retreat and removal. Gonna need to hurry up if they want to go for this at all. There's no kits in play. I can't imagine. I think they're just going to hold this one out and try and get exits on it. I say that, though. They're still getting a bit more aggressive. Simple. AWP looking toward the site itself, but the smoke off indicates that they want to use that for their escape.
Yeah, defensive smoke to back out and save the weapons. So Na'Vi still not deterred by this 5-1, now to be 6-1 lead as soon as the bomb goes off. Still playing the economic game to make sure they can continue fighting. Pretty simple T-side so far for FaZe. That's netted them this massive lead.
Well, Simple hasn't had a CT side, so yeah.
True. 6 rounds straight after losing the pistol for FaZe. Looking good here on Inferno.
Rain, 8 kills. Brokey, 6. Kerrigan, 7. Twist, 6. So everyone's distribution good. The interesting one is that Rain's been quietly going about business. One name yet to be named in the killing column, and that's Rops.
All good. I don't think he cares.
Fine. Yeah, I don't think so. It's just interesting because normally you'd expect him to be right up there. But he's only died once as well. That's the crazy thing. That would have been the pistol round.
And importantly, he's got an MVP star because he planted the bomb.
Ah, yes. He has $14,000 though. 0, 1, and 1 as we hit round 8. Not bad. Thanks for showing up, Rops. Here's your paycheck for being in the server.
Yeah, right. Do I get paid yet? Gonna be interesting to see when Na'Vi starts making the call that they can't go for those kinds of saves when they start feeling the pressure. There's that smoke again with the gap on the left side. Simple blind, but doesn't care.
Couple of speculative shots from the M4 of Boomich down inside of the lane. He'll go back and retrieve another grenade, another smoke from the stockpile.
Yeah, he set up some deep smokes, so showing banana control for the CT side. Kerrigan and Rain cautiously taking control of brackets, just the pair of them. Rops is still up in holes. Kerrigan's getting a little peaky. He's feeling confident.
Oh, that actually forced him back. That Molotov, he thought it might have been a flash, I think, at first in the air and looked away from it. When he did, he took a step, and if he hadn't, I think he gets peeked from the close player in that situation and goes down, so a bit back to the site instead.
This is tense. It seems like both players wanted to get aggressive towards lane at exactly the same time. That's going to make for an awkward read of what's happening across the map.
Kerrigan's going to shift. Smoke out to cover off Simple. It's not quite. It's going to go. Oh, it does. Okay. I thought it was going to go in more to the arch when I heard it land, but Kerrigan will now get access to the arch at the very least. Does he want to go through this? There's no one that's going to flash his side. He is. He's going to go straight through that. A second one as well. That means he can try and get in through library. A bit's aware of it, looking that direction. Having gone by Simple, he may have gone undetected. That's what he was hoping for. Rop's on the board now. He'll get Simple down inside of the site. Twists find Bits, who only got one more once they arrived. Once Kerrigan had gone down, only one solitary kill coming in, and the bomb planted again for FaZe, looking at 7-1 if Perfecto and Boomich don't think of this one as an ideal opportunity, and they're going to back away.
Wow. What great trading coming in as well. That's a good shift in the defense. Simple gets smoked off, gets into the bomb site. You have Bit hop up on the box to watch for that play through the smoke. They got that. They neutralize Kerrigan as he comes through, but everyone else is going down. That meant Electronic kind of had to be a little bit more spotty, a little bit more peaky than he probably wanted to be. I don't think he wanted to be initial contact in that position, but the defensive shift forced him into it. And Simple gets caught, I believe, looking at lane while the attack came from Palace, or from Halls. Rops is on the board, Matt. He's got his first kill.
Yep, important one as well. Traded out Simple in the back of the site and allowed them to get that bomb plant down much quicker. Bit was obviously done for in the corner, but not finding Simple in that back corner could have been very awkward. So Brocky and Rops use the exact same crosshair, just to note. That's kind of cool.
Who copied who? I would bet Brokey took Rops's.
I agree. And most of Navi's is similar-ish. Bit, Simple, Electronic, all very similar.
Bringing all the important information here at ESL Pro League Playoffs.
Twist is the only one that's using a dot in the entire server. Yellow as well.
Ew.
It's kind of beautiful. It's the color of maple syrup. It's not actually yellow.
I was going to say, that's a weird... You're having some weird syrup, which is odd for Canada. Electronic.
Color of cheese on poutine.
Electronic's up on the balcony, Bit watching Rap side. Simple has an op again, but he's over towards the B-bomb site. They still have not been able to get a real comfortable read of and set in any kind of way to defend against some of these hits. Kerrigan's calling a phenomenal game at the moment. And they're really leaning on the economic superiority, slow playing with some of their utility. Navi's always struggling to have the right nade at the right time. There's that smoke towards left side mid from Rops. Gonna put Bit and Electronic on notice. Boomich has gone searching. Flashbang negates Brokey's AWP. Simple's rotated off. Another misread from Na'Vi. Confidence in this smoke. There's a big gap in that. I think Boomich knows it as well. He jumped right into this position to exploit.
Flashes inside of it. Smokes as well. Boomich has to back away, but he puts the incendiary down. Twists. Thought about going through it. Instead, he extinguishes it. Didn't want to be isolated. Wanted his teammates to get in there with him, but couldn't find the lineup onto Perfecto. Only hit him with one shot. Puts him on 46, and then Boomich is able to walk out. Crossfire undeterred so far. Rob sprays it to get one. Oh, he's got the second as well. They fall into his weapon. 3 in total this round. AWP in hand for him, but with only 3 seconds left, the bomb will not be planted, and Na'Vi will get their second. 7-2. Rob's going to keep this AWP. Yeah, they're not going to push the issue.
That's a costly victory. That looked a little bit sloppy from Mavi, but you can understand the idea. They're kind of throwing bodies into that retake before it even begins so that they don't have time to go for the plant, so that Rops has to waste seconds. However, that does take the op out of Simple's hands for the next round. Boomich can afford one, but does he want to? He's got 5,400. And he's going to go for the M4. Simple going to pick up the noob tube, the auto shotgun, a new weapon in the Simple arsenal. Let's see what he can do with it.
Boomich, you're standing in flames, my friend. Down to 45 HP, and that was from his own situation that he could have pushed through, but was expecting him to be more aggressive, and without the molly in play, didn't want to get that low in the lane. He will get Twists, who came through the smoke thinking it was safe.
Good to see Boomich kind of exert his will, though, at Banana in this round to just really dominate, put down Twists, and just say, I have Banana control. This round, you have no access to it. Challenging for it. Na'Vi looking for their second in a row. Towards Bit and Simple, or excuse me, Perfecto towards Spawn. Bit's gonna find a kill right through the smoke. That's from Library. Bombs dropped. Rain has to get aggressive to pick it up. Pre-firing into the smoke, trying to keep these defenders at bay. Oh, almost found Bit there. Bit's lucky to be alive through that smoke. 3 on 5. Looks like Na'Vi have stabilized. Simple with that auto shotgun still has not been put into play.
Just I know Twist has cooled off a little bit. He was at 6 kills, I think 4 rounds in. He's only on 7 now, and in the last round couldn't quite get that lineup onto Perfecto. That might have made the difference in the round as well. So it's very easy to go cold when, you know, even though you're winning the rounds and things are going your way, if you're not able to get anything, and then suddenly you're put on the spot. Rops has certainly recovered from a slow start, but again, as you mentioned, he wouldn't have been upset by that. Was not dying. It wasn't like he was struggling. He just wasn't needed. He might be now, as he's going to come out from the apartment position. Smoke already on the corner. Shotgun dink. Simple down below is going to get 2, and Bomb will fall to his feet. Brokey up close. Can't do anything with the AWP. Good old shotgun action.
Heads up play from Simple. Really well done just watching the other side of that smoke. And you would have seen that here. He would have seen that if he was watching tape, watching film. Because remember, the last time we saw FaZe play Inferno, they recovered from a lot of awkward situations with Rops just lurking out of those halls along that balcony. He was able to find plenty of openings to bring the round back in FaZe's favor. So Simple steps up.
The Alligator goes to work.
He's got the op now as well. Picks it up off Brokey's cold dead hands.
Not gonna be it. I thought, again, keep an eye on that smoke. He didn't even go that direction. He's over toward Banana right now. So no need to get aggressive for Boomich, but nades. Kerrigan and Twist that off down already. Boomich has to grab it and run back with it, so he's already rotating around.
Oh, that's so much counter utility having to be spent to slow down any kind of hit that might be coming. They had no idea. They had to dump a bunch. Twist is actually in a pretty decent position if he wanted to peek in, but with the man advantage. Again, a great call from Kerrigan, or whoever calls for the triple nade in towards that position after Simple picks up the op.
Look how little utility was thrown as well, because Simple wants them to come that direction. He thinks he can take that fight. Kerrigan's going to just nail Bit. I admire Boomich. Not only did he immediately identify that he has to pick up the AWP, but he rotates around like an opper should do to stay dynamic. Unfortunately for him, Perfecto's the only one left in B, and this round's over. Rops is still lurking toward the apartments as well. He's spotted up, though, and a little bit of damage into him, but he can certainly take weapons away, and he'll do exactly that to Electronic. It's going to be 8-3 for FaZe.
Simple mentioned that this game was going to come down to kind of, I think his words were, whoever does more damage is likely going to take it. And certainly mentioned the individual level of players as being a main factor in this due to the individual capabilities of these FaZe players. At the moment, they are destroying Na'Vi on an individual level. You add on top of that Kerrigan's calling in this game, the fast pace in the first gun round up mid that catches Na'Vi off guard, the triple nade that eliminates Simple, he gets caught off guard by that in this round towards the B bomb site. So they're getting beat individually, they're getting beat tactically as well. And that's why FaZe is sitting at a 5-round lead, 8-3. Still plenty of money. Na'Vi have not dug into this extra cash in the pockets of FaZe whatsoever. In the rounds FaZe have won, they have never dropped below 3 players surviving. These wins, these round wins for FaZe have been so convincing.
Electronic with a deep nade, hoping to do damage at the bottom of mid. Little tickle Twists. Brokey trying to get aggressive with the AW.
Yikes.
Yeah, smoke off Twists. That's fine. Hey, Twists, you've had enough kills, okay? I need to get my op going. 7 kills for Brokey, 8 for Twists.
Plenty of nades and Molotovs spent. Still no rotation from the A defenders. Simple still perched watching mid. Four smokes and a Molotov. Plenty of flashbangs for FaZe for the rest of this round. There's a decent amount of utility as well. Navi's done a good job of holding on to their Molotovs. FaZe look like they're going to take mid-control, brackets control. We've seen them do this a number of times. Sometimes they've used it, sometimes they haven't. That's good counter utility, counter smoke from Simple. They're going to come through it. Simple has the first. Kerrigan doesn't want to let him get away. Simple knows this, and Bit's going to peek into the flames to help protect the Opper. And back to the B-bomb site we go, but this hit has to begin right now.
Twists. A couple of quick shots. Again, inside smoke. He's going to be the one to enter. He's got coverage on his right side at Coffins. No one would be above that. He's already gotten into water, so they won't be able to peek him from there. But a flash out, he's able to detect and evade and a gap through. Looking for Perfecto, but he comes into a crossfire. They peek it together. They use sound perfectly, and Perfecto and Boomich shut out the site 8-4.
Oh, that's got to be a great feeling for Na'Vi. Finally they survive with all 5 players. A very clean win, and this time they were able to, as I mentioned, hold on to their utility. You can see the impact it had. The smoke towards the B bomb site that slows things down, doesn't let them know Perfecto's position. Twist had to be very, very cautious and considerate of where the peak was going to come from. A follow-up flashbang from Boomich over the top as well. Just very nicely played from Boomich and Perfecto at B, as well as Simple and Bit over towards brackets. Oh, Simple's going to use it this time. They've been setting this up throughout the half. Brokey's ready for it. Never caught snoozing. And I mean, part of that whole Boomich is blind as well. Oh no, Kerrigan countering everything. Bit going to find the kill. Bring it back to a 3v4, but there's only one defender at A, that's Electronic.
Rotating back though, Bit's gonna try and get there. Perfecto with him, one through Arch, one through Library. No one in the pit side, but no one pushing out yet from FaZe either. And Electronic gonna go all the way around, knowing that if they don't have the pit position, he can still get aggressive. Still trying to cut this off using the Atrium, set up a crossfire as well with Bit, but he's smoked off, shoulder shows. That's going to be enough. Rain, knowing he fired into it, knowing he was down the lane, capitalizes. He's trying to find a headshot. He had the lineups right, he had the positions right, they just wouldn't give it to him. Rops has to tear it from them instead as Perfecto holding inside of the site, has both defined, and Rop steps up to take him down as well.
Tough situation. Electronic might be a little bit frustrated as he's playing up in lane. He's got 2 teammates back in the bomb site. Not either of them are watching holes well enough to prevent them from wrapping and dropping behind him as he's trying to hold on to Boiler, as he's trying to fight over the flames in middle. Gets completely caught. Great opening, though, from FaZe. So hard to recover these 3v5s, even when you rotate everyone to the right position. And Perfecto, you can't blame him. He had to try and find a 1v1 while his Molotov was still burning. 9th round for FaZe. 2 remaining in the half. Na'Vi trying to keep this as close as possible, trying to withstand this beastly performance on the T side.
Nade down, Twists tagged to 78 again. He's been playing in that pocket. That nade a little more direct. And it's the big bad boom, the sonic boom he's got to go against. Rain, meanwhile, trying to find access toward the top of middle, knows there's still a smoke down. He'll get mid-wall at the very least.
I know I've been waxing lyrical about Kerrigan's calling this game, but another change of pace, and Na'Vi had to dump a decent amount of utility early just because it's happened so many times. The FaZe has gone from fast to slow, back to fast again a number of times throughout this in different parts of the map, so this defense can't ever really get a read. And look at the gap. Look at the opening that's been found. Rain, ballsy and courageous, but he's found a huge positional advantage.
Simple slowly working back this direction, is aware that Arch could be given up, but he's not aware that Rain is inside of the library. Down he goes. Smartly one step ahead, and as he turns around, Bit's found as well. Electronic through the smoke. Twist has the kill onto him. He'll plant the bomb safely in the corner. They have library side, so no need to leave it open to the Atrium, and on the hunt already. Kerrigan down to the bottom side of Banana. They don't have a lot of money left over on Na'Vi. These 2 weapons are all they're going to have to work at the end of the half. We're going into round 15.
And if you're FaZe, you send everything at the hunt. You're going to leave Twist just to watch and make sure there's no sneaky defuse right at the end. Rain has already spotted Perfecto. but FaZe want to take everything away, and I think they're going to do it. Boomich in the main choke point, going to get an off-angle kill. Perfect trade from Rops, perfect flashbang from Rain, and great precision from Rops on the blind player. 10-4, double digits for FaZe. Na'Vi coming in this looking a little lethargic. They haven't been able to stop anything. They haven't really been able to slow FaZe down. Even rounds in which they've found some opening kills, FaZe has done a phenomenal job of recovering in them.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you go back to,
you've seen Boomich push down, get a kill. We saw Simple with the Deagle get that opening kill. We've seen one or two more as well.
I was going to say, they lost the opening pistol, right? And then, obviously, ecoed it right back. 2 rounds later, they lost a man advantage. They pulled that back with an execution on B to make it a 3-3 from a 5-on-3. And, yeah, you're right. It's not like they've needed the opening pick. They've just been very coordinated on how they're going to take the map from Na'Vi.
Been a super difficult CT half for Na'Vi, and it's going to stay that way. They have not gotten comfortable. Not really once. Final round of the first half. Na'Vi likely can't be more thankful that this is almost coming to an end, that they can switch sides. Bit gonna swing out, dropped Electronic with the kill, but oh, how many more can he get? Kerrigan's very low, he's found that. Staying alive in the pit, he's got AKs up against him. Simple has pushed through the smoke as well. Smoke at the front of the bomb site, but they're not wrapping just yet through the smoke. It's gonna be Simple with the kill. Twist finds Electronic.
Twist does find Electronic. Simple's not done. Above the smoke, still trying to get the job completed. And have they cleared the pit? They have. So Perfecto and Simple, the only two left. Rops over top of the smoke and Perfecto rotating around. I'm not much for skins, but I will say that MP9 Electronic was holding the pit is the best skin I have seen in all of Counter-Strike. As Perfecto might not have any skin left on his body at the end of this round because FaZe are gonna steal it from him. Nice shot to catch out Twists. The headshot, he's still got a chance in this. He's got a kit. Keep that in mind. And now he has a chance to go and grab Twists. Okay, he's got the AWP. I was gonna say Twists weapon, but Perfecto onto the op instead. Knows he just needs one shot, can't find it. That would have been the opportunity. Tons of time left on the clock. And now knowing that the AWP is in play, Perfecto has to find Rops, who's hiding behind a wall. He's looking for some luck. He's looking for the wall bang, trying to bait him out. And he's gotta go aggressive. He's hit it. He's got time. He absolutely does.
He's got a kit.
That's a huge fight to win.
Yeah, that's brilliant. What a clutch from Perfecto. And Rops played that pretty well also. Perfecto had to go hunt that down, and they've got 5. A little bit of a smile on Blade's face. One of the few he probably had throughout that half. Stressful half for Na'Vi. Phenomenal for FaZe. We'll see how it's going to go in the second half. Stay tuned.
Pushing short. One long. Then one long. One is long. Come beach side.
Short.
Flashing one short.
Short.
Long.
Happy. He's low side.
Maybe both here. Careful both.
Both sides.
Water. Chill.
Side.
Smoke in the molly, wait. Push right side.
Nice.
Not easy run, boys.
Not
Good to
easy at
remember.
all.
from mid. He's knocking him down like bowling pins. He gets 4. Is he on for the 8? Tough kill and run. He's back to spawn. Robs will lead 5 minutes. Oh, he locks it up. Robs.
Well, it was a map they forced an incredible comeback overtime with an amazing play from Rops in the finals against G2 at Katowice. This time it opens the series, and they've opened it very well. FaZe 10-5 on their T side against Na'Vi, who bookended the round. They won the pistol with an incredible shot from Electronic, and then a nice clutch from Perfecto to win the final round, but only 5 in total. It was pretty few and far between.
Yeah, I mean, incredible shots, though, bringing them two rounds, and outside of that, FaZe worked them. They figured them out, and they were just pulling Na'Vi all across the map. They could not get situated on the defensive side. Down 5 rounds heading into the pistol round. Na'Vi's going to play this one passively to begin. Plenty of players back towards base of mid as Bit establishes some control in Banana, or at least some safety. There's your boy Rain, he's back on the P2K.
P2K. Yeah, there you go. There's another one.
Got a Na'Vi sticker on that bad boy.
It's just like, yo, I'm going to take Simple's gun. Maybe it's the Na'Vi killer. Maybe he only uses it in these matches against Na'Vi.
Okay.
So that he can...
Style on him?
Yes, just rub it in. Give the sticker a little kiss at the end of each round. Simple. P250 is trying to make some noise toward Kerrigan. A couple shots that force him back off the angle. Doesn't want to re-peek. Meanwhile, Electronic with the Glock searching out information on the opposing side of the map.
Yeah, the hit's going to come in right now because Electronic's in position to pick and choose when he wants to lurk. Rain's going to try and block that smoke as best he can. He's going to step through it now. Electronic, oh dear, gets absolutely wrecked by Brokey. He was ready for that play. 4 on 5, 3 on 5. Simple goes down. That's the P250 hit in the deck. Rain gets gooshed and dropped through smoke. Kerrigan's going to come through with the flashbang. Kerrigan's already beginning this. Oh, he's going to stop the plant. Bomb hits ground. No one from Na'Vi protecting it. Good return from Bit, but that might be a dagger.
That's a huge play.
Look at the flank as well. Rops can do it all over again.
P2000, by the way, was the one that killed Simple, so it did work out for Ring, quite literally. He's not going to stop the plant this time. They still get it down, but they've got positioning. As you say, Rops already on the back door will take down Bit. Brokey found the kill on Perfecto as that happened. So FaZe will get this pistol round and go 11-5.
Just that delay caused by Kerrigan taking down the initial bomb planter puts Rops in a perfect position. He could have even hustled and challenged to delay that plant a little bit more. He had so many options. Good heads-up play from Brokey as he rotates off, not taking his attention away from the corner. FaZe have a 6-round lead, and as has been the theme, economic control. 2 M4s picked up. FAMAS on Twist. They know a buy of some sort is going to come in. It's going to be a Hero AK-47 over on Simple. Boomage drops that over. Now would be a great time for Simple to provide something special. Nobody from Na'Vi in double digits just yet. 9 kills on Perfecto and Bit, 8 on Boomage, 7 on Simple, 5 on Electronic. Meanwhile, all 5 players of FaZe in double digits. So Simple was right. This match is coming down to the individual performances. Unfortunately, the best individual performances at the moment are all on the FaZe side.
Yeah, whoever does the most damage will win, is what he said. And unfortunately, that's not always true. But in this case, very much so. So maybe he's a bit of a savant, a bit of a prophet. See if he can profit in this round. He's got an AK. The hero weapon. Kerrigan on the offside. Pushed down already, a nice steep incendiary that'll hold them out a little bit longer as well. A minute still to work with. Smoke on top of it, a little bit late, didn't quite extinguish immediately, so there's a bit of a time period in which it blooms, and that's when they jump through, but that's when Kerrigan, standing there at the ready, will take them down.
At least the first one. Pretty decent damage on a Simple, down to 76 HP. He's going to transition over towards mid. There's a 3-player stack here, one up on the balcony. one underneath, and one left side mid, and there's not enough utility to negate this. Only one flashbang, and there is no way. Simple even looked up towards the balcony, didn't see anyone. Rop slides out a little bit further, is able to get one cheeky kill. Bit brought down, and Brokey's gonna hunt him down. There's Electronic pouncing, but too little, too late. Although he does have a FAMAS in hand.
Rop's ready, perfecto. That AK coming to play. 2 rifles, 3-on-2, winnable situation. He's blinded, but no one spots him.
No armor yet.
Electronic down below, though. This is Kerrigan that's easily should be taken down given the HP situation, but you're right, no armor. And as he backs off, Kerrigan baiting with noise. He gets caught out by Brokey, and they can't actually collect Kerrigan. That running MP9 too quick.
Yeah, the drive-by.
Usain Bolt.
Well done. AK-47 picked up and salvaged for Kerrigan, who gets a double kill. Brokey with 2 kills as well. FaZe with a commanding 7-round lead, but another buy going to be coming in for Na'Vi. That plant helps out massively, and also they only spent money on 1 AK-47, so Boomich will go down to something like a Tech 9, maybe a Deagle. He liked the P250 in the first half. Everyone else going to have the AK-47s. Na'Vi running out of time to get back into this game. Running out of time to start a comeback.
Definitely are. And Na'Vi's had quite a bit of time off. Obviously played and won the group 5-0. Got the bye to the quarterfinal. Had quite a bit of time off since that Group D concluded, what was it, last Sunday? So Perfecto swinging through, trying to find some damage inside the smoke. Didn't quite jump all the way to the bags, but could go up and over them, but that's exactly what Kerrigan's ready for. And Rain swinging in, only good for 1. The trades come back. Robson Rain down, bit simple to kills, but still a man to the good on the FaZe side.
God, that's the kind of really, really stiff resistance that we never saw Na'Vi try and pull off at the top of Banana in the first half. At most, it was Boomich being set up with flashbangs and Molotov by Perfecto. Really not a whole lot of bodies moving out towards sandbags for the CT side when Na'Vi was playing defense. Simple and Bit with the smoke. Gonna block off Twist, gonna find an avenue into the bomb site. No one's home. Brokey rotating over through Library. He'll be joined up likely with Twist. Kerrigan flanking up middle, but the bomb is gonna get planted and we have a retake scenario.
Simple, getting away from the Molotov. Doesn't want to burn alive while putting that down, only on 31 HP. It'll buy a bit of space to set this retake up as they're going to get closer.
It's all on Kerrigan's flank and halls. If he finds Bit over in Graveyard, that's everything.
It's a tough angle, tough ask. A few different headshot positions he can peek from, and he just holds the bottom of the stairs. They're going to try and boost above smoke. Twists, drops down, noise made. And given that it's a falling noise, you may even expect that there's 2 there. Because where did he fall from? He's fallen into the grave at this point, and good hold as Bit pops out to get Twists. Nice crossfire between he and Simple.
Yeah, that Graveyard position is just so strong, especially someone like Bit with his headshot percentage. Finds Kerrigan as he crosses over. Kerrigan kind of, it looked like he didn't even really necessarily want the peek, or maybe he was taking a wider peek than that position, wanted the information of where Bit was, but he doesn't get away with it, spammed through the door. FaZe finally going to be in some monetary troubles. That's a new experience for them in this game. It's taken 18 rounds to get here. They do have an op in Brokey's hands. Quietly become one of the most impactful oppers we have in the scene.
Molotov, nade, chuck it all. Flash Perfecto forced back inside of the corner. Ooh, Rain. Silenced M4 or not, Simple knows his angles, and he absolutely nails him back through the smoke. Oh, he even spotted Rops on the balcony. This is the first time in the entire game, including after winning the pistol, that Na'Vi has had the economic advantage, by the way.
Even in that second round of the first half, they had 4 SMGs against like 3 rifles as well, so odd. Yeah, it's been such a, it has to have been such a frustrating game. If you're Na'Vi, you feel like you haven't really had a whole lot of chances. Well, you've had chances, but you feel like you haven't really had enough clean buys to feel comfortable to get back into this game. Electronic's going to start challenging towards Rap side. Brokey's watching this with the op, though. If Electronic is the first contact, he's likely going down. This is just a walk into the AWP. Oh, the timing on that is everything. He still gets the kill, and Twist gets one through smoke. This is a doable retake. They're going to come for this. Kerrigan's on the flank up Banana. He's only got a P250. M4 on Twist, Eagle on Rops, op in Brokey's hands as well.
Shot out from Bit will take down Kerrigan.
I wonder if they're going to commit now that they've lost that player. Looks like they just want to back off and survive the bomb blast. Simple wants to take the weapons away. He's going to push forward. Bits even got them locked in. There's the first.
Well played from Brokey. You wouldn't expect that angle, would you? Perfecto knows he can't stay around any longer to take him down, and Brokey sacrifices himself. The problem is he sacrifices the AWP.
5-round lead. Navi's starting to cut into it. Navi not going out without a fight. Seemed like they might just fade away after the first half and losing the pistol round, but this is great to see. Yeah, just stepping into it, finds the headshot through smoke. Rain goes down. Twist not entirely through smoke. He did spot Boomich before it plumed. Round 20. I don't think we've seen a timeout from either of these teams just yet. Navi played through a lot of adversity in the first half. And Kerrigan obviously was just feeling the call so much, no need.
Electronic wants to be first around the corner this time. This is where that shot went through the smoke in the last round. The nade trajectory suggests someone else is in that position. Rops removes Simple with perfection. Now he's got to fall off of it. And when they go hunting, Twist is able to back him up. Electronic falls next. Meanwhile, back over at B, Boomich trying to distract and hold the two players inside of the site at bay because Bit is working out. Look at this 1-2 punch.
Yeah, fair play from Bit. I don't even mind that play. He thought he had one. He knew he had to thin it out. He could have never expected the second player was going to be there, so it takes a big risk and obviously doesn't work out for him, but Navi was running out of options. He had to see if he could catch them before they're able to fall back in towards safety to punish the retreat from lane. Perfecto needs to look up. But he's got smoke in his face. FaZe have found some solutions in a very low buy scenario. 3 players here as Rops is watching in mid. Navi's hoping their silence would force someone to rotate away. Twist is even all the way back by T Apartments just to make sure they can't save these weapons. And Navi's starting to back off now. Twist might have a role yet to play.
Twist gonna sneak it around Kerrigan. Perfecto couldn't land it on the AK. Slow to find it. That's twice Kerrigan's just been running and gunning on that MP9.
Oh, Boomich slips the net. At least for the moment. They're hunting. He can get away from underpass. Gonna stick in it. Turns around. They're gonna drop to find this, and Kerrigan gets him right at the end. Good sacrifice from Twist.
It's like they could smell him.
13-7.
Searching for the rat in the sewers.
Nobody likes a rat.
Especially not a Tarkov player.
Except snakes.
Okay, a good point. Maui likes rats. Confirmed.
Timeout taken. Blade trying to get a little bit of life and energy. One last adjustment, perhaps. I think with this kind of a deficit, you have to at least put an AK-47 on Bit. He's got 5,300. Throw that hero AK-47 on his back. See if he can provide you anything. Navi running out of options and running out of time. Round 21. FaZe looking to take a 1-0 lead in this series. On their map pick, obviously come in with a phenomenal game plan. Been very effective.
Absolutely has. Back to the pistols this time. Kerrigan gonna get aggressive. Taking that unicorn pride all the way to the bottom, baby. He's gonna try and run and gun and spray some more. Just absolutely removing Perfecto with such gusto. No remorse as he continues to run and hold that position. He's gonna come back and help Rocky. Hey man, my AK's insufficient. Do you think maybe you could just bring that little nail gun back, if that's all right?
This is FaZe just flexing oh so hard. Everywhere on the map, they're pushing forward. That's a good kill as he spins to find Kerrigan at the door. That's all he's gonna get though.
You're not wrong. They're not even giving an inch. They're just absolutely saying, oh, Navi, you think you're good, huh?
Up in their face, not letting Navi have anything.
It's one way to mess with the confidence, mess with the best team in the world. Just don't let them breathe. Can very quickly go the other way, but you'd expect Kerrigan to be ready for that too and be able to react and adapt. But this is no, full gas right now from FaZe.
Another timeout taken from Navi to talk over this incoming gun round. Again, going to be a little bit sparse on the buy. Few players really struggling. Simple force bought the armor Deagle in the last round. He's going to buy Deagle armor again here. So no rifle on him. There's push down banana. There's push in halls. There's obviously a push down mid and attention towards ult mid. Live out of the timeout. Quarterfinals of ESL Pro League. Furia waiting for the winner.
Kerrigan perfectly pushing again. He's only good for one, but Rain is right there, and he finds two. Not only did he get Electronic, he got Simple in that exchange. One through the smoke and one to the left. As Brokey has to back away. Rob's just going to hold inside of the boiler. It's just Bit and Boomich, and FaZe looking to try and find map points already.
Yeah.
On Inferno.
Just constant aggression. Na'Vi never able to even execute any plans. Boomich and Bit to recover the bomb. FaZe will let him have it. They don't care. They've got Robson, Boiler, Brokey off angle in brackets. Rain and Twist both playing in the spawn choke point. All they need is one, and then they can play as passively as they'd like and wait for reinforcements for the retake. They don't even necessarily need the one. They don't have to commit to find it.
Bit trying to get inside of the site. Smokes off the Molotov because he was lit ablaze. Gap inside of those two smokes, and Twist makes no mistake to take his head clean off. Boomich that will suffer the same fate and fall in the same position as he walks in. Rain with the kill, and it is indeed map point for FaZe. 15-7. Na'Vi only in single digits still. And they've looked very strong in Pro League. There's no question about it. FaZe looking excellent today.
Yeah, we were just commenting last night that it was good to see Na'Vi after obviously the Katowice performance from Na'Vi coming into this group stage looking revitalized, looking like they had a chance to kind of get their mind off things and take a break and come back in solid form.
Yeah, even took a bit of a break between the group and now we're going to Amsterdam.
Ooh, that's a fun afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, well, FaZe have 8 chances to close this out. They've looked so good, but let's not extend this if you're just watching at home. If you're a FaZe fan, don't get too excited. You know Na'Vi's going to recover between maps.
Absolutely.
If you're a Na'Vi fan, don't get too worried.
Well, Dust 2 is next as well, which is, yeah, I mean, it's a map you can quickly recover on. It's not like there's anything crazy. It's another heads-up duel map, though, in a lot of ways. It's individual duels for positions, and right now, as you said, Jason, it's been all the individual prowess of FaZe winning out, but Boomich this time is going to get the opening pick, burning a player alive in the form of Kerrigan, considering they're on pistols again to try and force this game longer. That's a great opening kill to find.
Simple's had Deagle armor for the last 3 rounds. He hasn't been able to get a rifle in his hands. I mean, we always talk about economy's easier to manage when you're on the T side, but this has been a game where Na'Vi just haven't been able to get anything going in their favor. They've constantly been on the back foot in terms of their money. And then you add in the tactics and the individual level. And that's why you have such a huge gap in the scoreboard. 5-on-4 for Na'Vi that they desperately need to win, but blind is Electronic. Boomich with an important trade. Twist steps through. Couple nice kills for him.
You could see it coming. Twist wanted to go through the smoke on his own. He was flashed. As soon as his teammate engaged, he absolutely knew he had the jump on them. In for 2, and it's down to just Simple and Perfecto. But hang on, B's wide open. Brokey's going back now, but he's already smoked off. They're going to get a bomb plant out of this at the very least. And a bomb plant down, Simple on a Deagle. This could still become interesting. They're not even certain and probably somewhat confused. Hang on, how do we have a whole site to ourselves? Well, 27 seconds left in the round. They do, and they've got an M4 picked up. Simple has a little bit more than a Deagle now. You mentioned it as well.
Oh,
he has armor. Rain's going to start to clear and sneak it behind, but the peek out from Coffins. Now they know where Simple is. He's going to get a double on that as well. Twist falls. They gave this one away. Brokey, not with his customary AWP. sneaking to try and find an angle instead. Goes to the knife to walk just that extra bit faster because he wants to stay quiet and undetected. But as he gets closer, Simple looms large on the backside of the connecting position. He's fallen. Low HP, but Brokey's tagged as well. Single digit for both, and time is now very much the enemy. And they have to run it away. Perfecto gets the kill on the Tech 9, and he will survive to carry an AK back into the round.
I actually thought that FaZe was going to do a great job of just wrapping all the way around that kind of stack on Coffins. I thought coming up would be the perfect play, but obviously they just never had the information of where the second player was. They only ever saw Simple. He's the one who got the kills. Made that very difficult to figure out. You could even see Twist coming in for the retake. Looking elsewhere, you can see in that clip as he's looking back towards new boxes, hoping for the follow-up peek from the second player that just never came. 7 rounds left for FaZe to find the final round to close out the first map, take a 1-0 lead going into Dust 2. Perfecto pushing up. Molotov gonna be put out. He's on his own. Easy kill for Kerrigan. Simple does step through. Oh, he's on a rampage. Yep. He's got Kerrigan stuck in the corner, and he's gonna find that for sure. Relentless in pursuit. Trying to create something in a desperate situation.
17 kills. You're right. He's definitely motivated now. Wants to try and bring this back level all on his own, it seems. Brokey's the only one on the server. Oh, I take it back. Excuse me. Kerrigan's got 21. He's looking excellent. Electronic, by the way, 2 in the opening pistol. One of them was absolutely stunning. He has 6 kills total. Where's he been all game? Simple, I'll tell you where he is right now. Pushing CT spawn behind his smoke. Wants to run these guns down. Wants to firmly give Na'Vi the advantage and keep FaZe forever away from that 16th point.
I want to give Electronic a little bit of caster support. When playing that pit position, Kerrigan worked him so much around the map. It felt like, you know, even when they went B, the hits were so convincing that Electronic didn't really have a chance to get involved in the action. When they came A, the trading was so good. Electronic was always in really difficult fights. Brokey challenging to take some guns away right at the end, and he's got 2. Simple pushing forward. AWP is important to keep in Brokey's hands, and Simple will not move around the corner. 9 to 15, 6 more chances for FaZe.
They're on the weapons again this time. Given that they were able to save, still not in a comfortable situation, but a nice shot on Boomich by Brokey. Na'Vi fans rejoice. Not out of this yet by any means. Here it is, the run boost for Brokey, though. Not for Simple. It's not the fling to middle, but it is to try and get an early access to that stairwell. A little bit too late, though. Just barely a little bit too late.
This can be interesting. If Na'Vi's able to win this one, finally they take the money away from FaZe. Electronic is going to go down. Good peek from Twist. Again, FaZe challenging all the choke points. When attention is at the B-bomb site, they're flash peeking towards mid. When attention is on mid, they're throwing bodies out towards sandbags at the B-bomb site. FaZe having a very aggressive and dynamic defense. Brokey now rotating over. He's found Boomich out in the open. 5-on-3 for FaZe. A phenomenal chance to close out this map right here, right now, and shut this comeback down.
Bit pulling it ever so slightly closer and back toward Na'Vi, though, as he gets ROPS and some map control. He'll head to the front of Library. From there, he's got to worry about Brokey on rotation, but it's really only Twist that holds the A site. Again, a bit of an over-rotation, and caught out is perhaps FaZe. Brokey even getting desperate to fire in through the smoke. They know now where the AWP is. Twist's gone. That is the site.
Oh, Simple was found through smoke. What a great grab from Brokey. Fortunate grab from Brokey. 35 seconds left in the clock. Molotov going to be put out inside the bomb site. Plant will not be delayed. Bit trying to cover, trying to look over the top. Retake's going to come from lane.
I think he saw him in Library as well. So I think he's going to expect that they're going to give that up, given that he didn't peek after it. There's no further utility. Kerrigan's down below, though. Bit needs to be absolutely spot on with when he peeks, and that bomb's so far in the corner. If they're able to get him fast enough, get Perfecto down quick enough, there's no way Bit can do anything other than try and peek it out, but the crossfire's too strong. Brokey left in a 1-on-2, and he's not going to go for it. He's just going to try and do damage at this point in time, get his own AWP and run.
Oh, that's a 3 versus 5 one by Na'Vi. Again, you mentioned it as well, the over-rotation, leaving Twist all alone. The pick from Simple was absolutely magnificent. That's a frustrating way to go down if you're Twist.
How about Chicken?
Yeah, Chicken.
Oh, he teleported out. He was, see, he came right back. Changed color somehow, but he was fine. He's fine.
Magic bomb. It's a paint bomb. 15 to 10. And no more money for FaZe. All they have is this AWP in Brokey's hands. Now, they have some losing bonus built up. They've got 3 rounds of it, so they can invest in a small light armor with some upgraded pistols. They can challenge for this round in a couple different ways, bring some tools to bear. That's a great pick as Kerrigan Fuller is actually coming in for the retake, excuse me. And then just a phenomenal job from Perfecto inside the bomb site, staying alive, grabbing that one player. Brokey, the run boost again, deep mid. Saw an elbow, but didn't get a clean shot.
So Rain forced back inside of the site. FaZe giving away a few too many rounds. The last time these two teams did play, in an ESL event in particular, was Katowice, not in the playoffs as I mentioned at the start of the show. However, start of the series I should say. However, they did play in the groups to determine who would get the bye to the semifinals. Very similar scoreline on Mirage, and FaZe was unable to close that out. Na'Vi came back, I think, 8 rounds in a row, took that to overtime, and then won the game. I messaged Kerrigan after and said, man, oh man, just keep your head up. You guys are going to be fine, because he looked absolutely devastated by it. And then they, of course, went on to win the event. He'll have that in the back of his mind. They can't give this away to Na'Vi again. Likewise, Na'Vi's going to be thinking, hey, we've done this before. Let's keep going, full gas.
Well, Kerrigan had 29 kills in that series, as we referenced previously. He's got 21 in this map alone so far. So I guarantee that was in his mind as he prepared and warmed up today. That's probably been his full focus on recovering and have a better showing here today. Individually, it's there. The calling in the first half was there as well. Twist spots one, but the other two are so close, he never had a real chance. Brokey gonna line up with the op, and the Molotov steps into it. Oh, a double. That's unreal. They've got a shot. They've got a chance now. Although low on HP.
2 in the flames? That's silly. The fact that he sticks that out, he goes just for 1 and gets a double for his efforts, that's huge. He's still in this with the AWP, 28 HP, bits on 10. This is suddenly a winnable situation by the most audacious and bold play in the world, but he's not ready for Bit to be that far forward. He did pull the gun out, but not quite enough. As Rops knows he's low, we'll try and swing around behind him. There's ample opportunity to win the round if he finds him quick enough, but Bit's going to evade, and I think that's going to be it. There's no way Rops can win it now.
Rops' goal is to get that op. And the tough part is, Bit can't really protect it. He has no HP. He is going to have to bail out far away from the bomb site. In towards Boiler, he's going to discover the location of Rops. Simple, going to come in next. Rops wants to get that AWP, not going to have the opportunity. And Simple just lets it lie. Keeps with the AK-47. Na'Vi just 4 rounds back. It's been 4 straight for them. FaZe running out of chances to close the map. As we talk about, yeah, this is great. It's the only real chance they had at winning the round, and that's one of the things that's made Brokey such an exciting offer as well. He's willing to take those massive, massive risks. I was going to say, we're talking about Katowice, let's go back to it, because FaZe has been in this situation before, albeit from the other side of things. They had the massive comeback on G2 in the grand finals.
Yeah, that is true. They have proven that they also can come back. The point is, they know it. Both teams know it's possible, and both teams need to play accordingly right now, because FaZe cannot afford to give this away. This one's for elimination.
And remember, they just dropped a 5-on-3 just a few rounds back.
And they did it by over-rotating. Again, we saw that in the 3-on-3 as well when they went toward B and Simple picks up the M4. They're just getting a little bit ahead of themselves. Good find from Rops this time as he gets bit down in the apartments. Good damage as well on Perfecto and Boomich, but Kerrigan and Rain are going to have to be very sharp right now over at the B side of the map.
Yeah, when does Twist choose to start cheating over and rotate? He doesn't have any nades for support. Nothing in his pocket. Rain is boosted up. Kerrigan holding the Molotov. He's going to hear the footsteps. Molotov coming out. There's no smoke to extinguish it. That's going to split it. That means there's only one player running through, and it's Simple. He gets dropped by Rain up above. Now it's desperate. Now it's near impossible. Another Molotov rains in. That's from Brokey. 50 seconds of the clock. Na'Vi have a time if they want to run back and consider the other bomb site, but at least for now, Boomich is going to see what he can find. Smoke clears towards spawn, but they can't do anything about it.
Rain does at least get the trade to Kerrigan, sneaking out from the backside. That's going to bring Brokey back into the same position they just cleared, and they thought they had it clear the whole time. Great setup, and a great win from FaZe. It took them a bit at the end. It gave Na'Vi some room, and we know that that can be enough, certainly, for them to come back onto Dust 2 looking strong. But FaZe win, as we said, what could have been the pivotal map in the series.
Yeah, such an impressive win. Great win from FaZe, and that means they get to talk to Heku. I'm excited to see what they have to say after such a performance.
Yeah, they just had like a wonderful performance here on Inferno. I actually had an interview with Simple before the whole series started, and he said that you guys will not surprise each other because you've been playing for such a long time against each other. Do you think he's right? And it's like, it's going to be all up to who's actually better mechanically.
I mean, true. We kind of knew which maps it's gonna be. We have played each other a lot as well in practice, so we know each other's styles, and it comes down to winning the clutches, I would say. We could have closed it out sooner, but it was very tight rounds in the end. But in the end, we won the first map, so yeah.
But why exactly you didn't close it sooner? Like, did you just like already got into the state of like a relax, like already thinking about the next map?
No, not at all. Actually, it was tight rounds. You know, it can go either way. I think. It was like 3 or 4 clutches that could have gone either way. So they played good as well. It's hard to counter now like that. So, but in the end, you know, we won the map, and that's what's important here.
Okay, then good luck on this too.
Thank you.
Do you think you know everything about CSGO? Then stay alert and look out for the DHL drop quiz on the ESL CSGO Twitch channel.
Hello and welcome back. I'm going to go over the key tendencies and strategies that can be found preparing against FaZe's Inferno. Starting off on the T side, we first want to look at the key positions and who plays them. We should be expecting Twist to be that lurk towards Banana, Robs to be the apartments player, and either
Ready to experience new career growth and the joy of helping others? As the #1 brand in property damage restoration, ServPro is dedicated to restoring hope to those who need it most. And we need you to join our team. We have thousands of jobs available with premium compensation and the opportunity to move into management and even ownership, and access to the best training available. No industry experience required. Visit servpro.com/careers to see how we take care of people who take care of people.
It's impossible to take hold of the world spotlight overnight. Create your own uniform. Be a cover model, a powerful athlete, or compete as a trans woman. Impossible? No. I'm possible.
Philips presents One Blade. Trim, edge, shave. For every style, for your style. Philips One Blade. Your style made simple. Together, we make life better.
Philips. If Damian Lillard accepted his spot at the end of the bench, he never would have been at the rec center before it opened. If he listened to those who overlooked him, he never would have heard his name called as a first-round pick. And if he let 6 all-star selections go to his head, he never would have had the heart to give back to the streets that shaped him. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
Father! Witness the rise of the Northmen. A traitor stole my kingdom. I will burn his world to the ground. By the hand that killed your father, you will die. At the gates of hell you will find me.
The Northmen, the legend begins. Rated R.
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Sergeant Hayden, who won't return a call until the engine's cool. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Do you think you know everything about CSGO? Then stay alert and look out for the DHL drop quiz on the ESL CSGO Twitch channel. Because as soon as the question is asked during the stream, the clock starts ticking. You will have 60 seconds to type your answer in the chat using this format. And keep in mind, speed is important at DHL. So the faster you answer correctly, the more points you get. Keep track of how well you are performing on the leaderboard. Will you manage to make it to the top and win one of these amazing prizes?
That's right, everybody. Before we break down map 1 between FaZe and Na'Vi, it's time for another DHL drop. You know how this works. I give you a question. You have 4 answers to choose from. Put them in the chat with exclamation mark DHL drop. And then at the end of the segment, we reveal the winning answer. Awesome prizes on the line. All right, are you ready? Question is, what was the very first match of EPL Season 15? Was it A, G2 versus Looking for Org, B, Entropic versus Mouse, C, G2 versus Entropic, or D, Mouse versus Looking for Org? We'll give you that answer at the end of the segment. For now, let's take a look at the winning moments from map number 1.
I'm holding it on his face.
I have one.
I have a cross.
Look inside. Dark. I'm sitting soft holding one. Push away maybe. We have 3 here.
Yeah.
Set up being 3.
I'll pick.
Close. Dead. One more. 2. I'm rotating. Last here.
Nice! A huge cheer by FaZe there as they overcame Na'Vi on map number 1. Scoreline being pretty decent, 16-11. Guys, if this CSGO map was a fight between FaZe and Na'Vi, I'd say FaZe got off to a flying start. Na'Vi bounced back, and it looked like they had the submission on. The life was slowly ebbing away from FaZe, but then FaZe reversed, and they got that knockout blow.
I don't think... look, listen, if Na'Vi pulled off the comeback, that would have been one of the most monumental chokes ever by FaZe.
They were not going to come back.
They were not going to come back. Let's be real about that. But credit where it's due. Listen, that first half from calling from Karrigan was fantastic. The pacing switch-ups, the way he was able to just find so many holes in the side of Na'Vi, just abusing the fact that this is what was surprising for me. The fact that FaZe, they looked ready to play this game. They were just coming in, individuals firing off. They seemed to have the game plan. For Na'Vi, just giving up so much space. And I go back to the B bomb side, I go back to the banana control. You look what Karrigan and his men did to Na'Vi, right? Consistently fighting for banana control, coming out on top multiple times. And Na'Vi, they just gave them all the space in the world.
Yeah, I think that was the problem for Na'Vi in the first half. Yes, it was some great calling from Karrigan, but he was giving all the space really to make the calls that he wanted to. I think we can go into round number 8. For me, that's one of the rounds that kind of shows everything in one that was going wrong for Na'Vi and right for FaZe. Even at the start of the round, FaZe doesn't even want to fight for banana, right? Na'Vi gets it more or less for free, and then they just give it away, right? Like they leave Boomich alone around Car. He has 2 smokes towards CT left for him, right? Doesn't pick him up, and then he just goes back into the site, and they go back to playing 3-2. They leave mid, they turtle into the site, and it's a great call from Karrigan with a B split smoke, right, that he sneaks into. Then they execute A behind, and he sneaks through the small pit smoke. They wrap A like that. I think it's just a brilliant round, but also shows everything that Na'Vi kind of didn't do correctly, yeah, as you guys could see in the round itself.
Yeah, exactly. Round number 8 was a great illustration of your points. But from what I'm hearing from you guys, so it wasn't just brilliant calling from Karrigan, it was them exploiting Na'Vi's mistakes as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's like the 1-2 combo here, one being obviously Karrigan, having the game plan, and also like we've been touching upon all this while, the fact that Na'Vi, that first half was looking very, very dicey. And you look at the scoreline, you're like, okay, maybe it could have been close. It's not. It's because the individuals in Na'Vi seem to kind of wake up in that second half. Also, a little bit of over-rotations coming in from Karrigan and his men in a few of those rounds on the CD side. Thankfully, though, they had such a big buffer to work with. Just one tiny slip from Na'Vi, and the game was the map was pretty much done.
Yanko, you mentioned changes of pace when we were watching the match backstage. Round number 5, a good illustration of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Jason mentioned it in the cast as well. This was basically, you know, the second gun round, so to speak. And you can see for FaZe, they're just running up directly from mid. One guy was throwing the smoke for long from second mid, and they just don't care. They just go full in mid. They get the trades. They know the buy is not ideal for Na'Vi as well, and Karrigan is just going to get all 3 kills here, and that's going to be it, round over. And the important thing is, you know, in the fours that FaZe won, and in the round following that, when Na'Vi bought back, those were like really slow rounds where, you know, FaZe was getting map control, then they executed on B one time, the second time around they wrapped A. So if you're Na'Vi, this is catching you maybe a little bit off guard, and especially after the combination of, you know, the slow rounds and the fast round, the next gun round, Na'Vi doesn't know what to expect. They have to play for everything, and that's when the game becomes way more difficult to play.
And basically, Karrigan was just 2 or 3 steps, and Na'Vi just playing a game of catch-up throughout that first half.
Since we are talking about Karrigan, why don't we chuck him into our aim high head-to-head against his Na'Vi counterpart in the form of Boomish. It seems like maps like this, where Karrigan can go off, he has a great impact, and it adds a lot of value to FaZe.
The one thing Karrigan does a lot of times for FaZe is how he just throws himself ahead of everyone else, right? Even though we talk about Rain being the hard entry and all that, Karrigan's going to be jumping on in. And it's 50-50 at times. Sometimes he'll go in, he'll gather some information, but he's going to die. The trades are not going to be taking place because it's in such a weird position. But this time around, he was very efficient. We saw that in those highlights as well, getting multiple opening kills, out-dueling a lot of the Na'Vi players. And if Karrigan's going to be stepping up like this, man, FaZe looks scary then.
Final point from Yanko, by the way.
It does seem just like a little bit more sensible version of Art, right? Like, he does rein himself in a little bit more, but yeah, always the X factor for FaZe.
Guys, thank you so much for your thoughts. All right, everybody, it's time for that DHL drop answer. Remember, the question was, what was the very first match of EPL Season 15? You can see on screen to my right, not to my left. The potential answers were G2 versus Looking for Org, Entropic versus Mouse, G2 versus Entropic, Mouse versus Looking for Org. The answer was, drum roll please, A was the answer, G2 versus Looking for Org. All right, everybody, up next, it's map number 2 between Na'Vi and FaZe. It's Dust 2. Do not go anywhere.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Choose nades, choose a smoke, choose a flashbang. Choose team badges to support your favourite CSGO team. Choose an ESEA Premium membership. Choose routes you know bring in wins. Choose pro video tips. Choose the fan club wars. Choose behind the scenes content. Choose good grades. Choose guns you know you can shoot right. Choose bingo. Choose the equipment you know is going to get your team the win thanks to heat maps. Choose the CSGO Hub Premium, the complete package to help you and your squad achieve all your CSGO goals.
Very strange counter, so you don't see many teams run this over and over again, but it works for Na'Vi. They seem to get on the bomb side and hit their shots. That's really what it's all about.
They have to double peek. He's getting his shot. He's hitting another one. Simple start.
This is a shooting gallery for Simple. It's practically deathmatch. Just the greatest. Simple with 5. Get out of my server.
I know you're scared.
Map number 2, Dust the Second, as we'll get into this and figure out if a second map can be won by FaZe to close the series, or if Navi's got something else to say and try and get Nuke in the mix. It is all fist bumps for Twists. He had a great start, but it was Kerrigan that was most impressive. Not only was his calling absolutely on point, the pace unpredictable and unrelenting, but he was absolutely nailing shots as well.
And you got to think that FaZe just want to avoid Nuke. Na'Vi have just shown so much strength over that on such a long length of time. FaZe just do not want to go there, do not want to have to mess with that. And think about this as well. Keep this in the back of your mind as you're watching the series. FaZe have that trophy from Katowice. They have the first step forwards, the Intel Grand Slam. Yep, and they have that championship caliber event under their belt as well. This is a chance to stop them cold and keep that within reach.
I think this is the head-to-head for the next Grand Slam in a lot of ways. I think, you know, G2 maybe gets in there if they can pull things back together. And
yeah, figure out how to close out games or win a map in the championship.
That would be true. Championship thing more than anything. But no, absolutely. I think these could be the two teams that we see create quite a rivalry. And you know, Navi's had an era, and if FaZe go toward an era, it will either...
I don't know if Navi's had an era quite yet. Let's not get into that discussion at the moment. That's a great conversation for another time.
So you're saying it was just a phase?
Nice. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. It all comes full circle. Speaking of which, ooh, Boomich forced out from behind the box by Electronic, and Boomich, the 1-2 punch, knocks him out of the round. Kerrigan's going to reaggress. Joined by Rain. They want to clear this. They want to at least have the information that nobody from Navi is actually here, as Electronic and Boomich just walk away. How far does... I imagine Kerrigan, he seems like he's in a mood to get a little bit frisky. I think he's just going to keep pushing in towards Cave and have a jump on it, especially he might be able to hear those footsteps. Heading up Catwalk, Rain going to be at railing all by his lonesome.